WSO2 is a company that is an enterprise technology company, and our focus is to help primarily larger enterprises become digital businesses. And we sell technology to help large enterprises operate more digitally, create digital products, manage their digital customers, that kind of stuff. What COVID-19 has done is, in many areas, accelerated the digital plans of businesses. So in many ways, what we see is the customer base that we target seeing an increasing demand for digitalization, not a decreasing demand for digitalization. Obviously, the way we operate and so forth has had to change out of necessity, but from the business side, the opportunity, the global impact, and also the fact that this is a global problem. It's not like when we had the war here, people were like, well, you guys are having a war, can I rely on you, right? Now everybody understands this conversation. You don't need to give an excuse. So digital products, for the most part, are things related to data. So it's some access to information that you have. So if you're a bank offers banking services for me. A digital product of a bank is digital banking. Offering a digital product is one of our core functional areas. To do that, you need something called API management and underlying integration. So we are world leading vendors in that segment, in those segments. On the other side, when you have a digital business and you have digital customers, you need to manage their identities. You hear about people getting hacked all the time. Why do people get hacked? Because somehow the password is weak, something goes wrong, and so forth. So we have another product called Customer Identity Access Management product, which helps a digital business manage the digital identities of their customers. Right? So those two are the anchors of being a digital business. You can't be a digital business unless you have something digital to sell, and unless you can manage your digital users. Right? So that is the core technology we produce, and we have been doing this stuff for 15 years. We are well-rated, well-recognized world leaders in those segments. Our goal is to set up the company to go from the 50 million size to set up the company to be on the 500 million track. And there's a set of changes you need to make, and that's what we're doing right now. Significantly adjusting how the company works, how it sells, how it operates to scale the business to the next level of scale. So to be a global leading technology business, first of all, you must have technical depth. It's starting with that we set a vision for something very big, saying we know this space is going to be very big. This is a hard problem to solve. It's going to require serious engineering. And I was very confident that, because I had experience in building enterprise software, I knew that large-scale enterprise systems that's sold by IBM, Oracle, Microsoft, whatever you want to name, are not made by hundreds of technical people. There are small core teams that own that stuff, and I knew the quality of the engineering graduates we can get in Sri Lanka, easily we can find the 5 people, the 10 people, the 20 people, the 40 people we need. Right? That is available. What was happening in Sri Lanka for the most part was those people didn't have the global challenging opportunity to go knock their heads against. And often what would happen is they leave the country, go somewhere else, and they get those opportunities and they thrive in those because they are smart people and they work hard. Right? So what we've done differently, I would say, from the beginning is focus on the people. How do we adjust the brain drain situation and convert to a brain gain situation? Countries in the colonial era, people came over to countries and took raw materials and took them away. In the modern era, the raw material is brain power. So they don't come and take you now. The places that people go to are attractive for people. So why do people migrate to Singapore, to Hong Kong, to Dubai, to US, to Canada, and so forth? Because the living environment is more attractive, right? So if you want to retain people in Sri Lanka, we have to improve our environment. In the tech sector, outsourcing is an important industry. There's a lot of this IT outsourcing, BPO, BPM, all this stuff. But it doesn't allow us to pay people in a way that is competitive what you can get in Singapore. Let's start with Singapore. Singapore salaries are roughly double Sri Lanka. Right? An engineer leaving WSO2 and going to Singapore will only earn about double what he or she will earn here. right? We can meet that. We are not paying that yet, but our goal is to beat that. So we need to eventually get to a point where we become a place where people want to come and work. And now one amazing thing that Corona has done for the world is redefine what come and work means. We have a lot of people now who are leaving employment in Sri Lanka and working for a Singaporean company or a German company or an Australian company from here, right? You don't need to go anywhere. Now you can't go, not that you don't need to go, you can't go. So now even WSO2 is going to have a hiring model where we are going to hire from wherever we can get. Every employee has stock options in the company, every single employee. That's a principle that I wanted to set up from the beginning, and we have maintained that right throughout. So every person gets some number of stock options, and obviously the people who've been here for longer and the more senior people have more options. That's how it works, and as they have a bigger influence on the trajectory of the company. But that's the model. Yeah. About 25% of the company is owned by all employees right now. So yeah, I mean the plan is to, be a real company that can scale and be a proper business that lasts for a long time.